Okay, cool. So we're just doing a video today, which is just interviewing people about how, or girls, how they kind of tend to meet guys, but also like how much kind of attention they get like online, and also in real life. Because obviously, as guys who know about pickup, about day game, that kind of thing, we kind of have this impression that girls are getting like shitloads of attention online, and so by doing day game, it kind of separates us. It kind of gives us a better impression. So we'll see actually what they actually say about that, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the girl's perspective on it, because obviously from a guy's point of view, obviously online can be difficult, so that's why we advocate obviously doing this. But yeah, from a female perspective, just to see what they say. So what's your name again?
Sean.
Sure, yeah.
It's like Sean without N.
Sean, yeah. So yeah, like, do you use like Instagram quite a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I mean, how much attention would you say you get on Instagram from?
Sorry, I'm married. Is that okay? I still.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's
okay,
fine. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, because we spoke to a lot of people in relationships anyway.
Okay.
So I mean, do you get messages on Instagram? Would you say randomly?
You mean yeah? Yeah, there's some, but some of them, they are fraud. Like they just want to, keeping chatting with you. Actually, they want to have you pay for the money or something.
Fraud, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you get many guys messaging you who are like interested in you, like in a romantic way?
Yeah, exactly. I just received a message today actually, and I just sent it to my friends and make fun of it.
A random guy, yeah.
Yeah, a random guy.
Okay, I mean, and how many messages do you think you get on a weekly basis from random guys messaging you?
At least once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Nice. Well, would you say you enjoy the attention, or you don't like it, guys messaging you?
I don't think it's because it's quite random for me, so I don't think it's any relevant to attraction for some guys. I feel like just randomly pick me, and because I'm very active on social media, that's why I choose me.
You're very active?
Yeah.
Oh, why are you active?
I just share my daily life, I share what I'm seeing, what I've been, so something like that.
So when you make a post, I mean, how many comments and likes do you get on average from guys?
That's not much. Yeah.
Not much?
Because I'm married, so it's not much. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, how did you meet your husband then? Was that in real life or online dating?
Dating app.
Dating app?
Yeah.
Was that Tinder or something?
Hinge.
Oh, Hinge.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, imagine, I don't know, if your husband had not met you on online and he had approached you in real life, would have that made a difference, or?
I think it would be the same.
Same, yeah.
Just dating app just make everything more quick and wider target, so you can find the right people more quickly. I would say more like a number game.
Numbers game.
Yeah, numbers game for me.
Fair enough. All right. So how long have you been going out then?
You mean me and him?
Yeah.
I think it's quite fast. Like we date, like we see each other for 1 month, then we confirm a relationship.
Marriage.
Then we married after.
1 month. Wow.
Oh no. Married, like we see each other, then we start to have a relationship.
Oh
then
right.
After a few months, and yeah, we married.
Fair enough. All right. So you think, I don't know, like, out of all the avenues, online, real life, like, what do you think? What's your favorite way to meet people before you had a husband?
Okay. I don't mind basically. Online, offline, all fine for me.
You don't mind?
I don't mind. Like I saw some people like they just come to London and say, oh, I want to meet people offline, like natural way, like from a party, recommended by friends, but it doesn't the world look like that right now. You can meet people in different way, online, offline, any chance.
I think a lot of guys are scared to meet girls in real life though, because of COVID and yeah, because of the whole, I don't know, Me Too movement. So men are more nervous, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, to meet women in real life. So they go online apps a lot, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought also the guys are also busy. Like everyone's busy in the big cities, so they don't have much time to, explore.
Yes.
So dating app make people quicker to meet people and easier. Yeah.
Okay. So did you use Tinder before?
Yeah.
You used Tinder, yeah?
Yeah.
And how many matches were you getting? What do you say on there?
That's a long time ago, but it's quite a lot.
Yeah, so it's just like, because girls get so many matches
Yeah.
and guys seem to get less, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how much attention, even though you're married, like when you're walking down the street, how much attention do you get in real life?
It depends, but sometimes yes, there's some guys will come to you and ask like some pickup line and try to ask your number or try to ask to hang out.
Yeah, so how often do you get approached then? What do you say, every week then?
No, it depends. It depends. Yeah.
Do you have like a lot of male friends, or
It's okay.
you have some male friends?
Yeah, have some.
Okay, and how does your husband feel about that?
Most of them is framed by my husband, so it's his friends.
No, I meant, do you have male friends?
For myself,
Yeah,
just a few, not much.
just a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why are you laughing?
that's fine, yeah.
Tell me, why are you laughing about that?
No, I'm just wondering, I was just curious.
Why?
Yeah, no, because I think some guys, they don't like it when their girlfriend has male friends. Or husband, I don't know, they don't like it. So.
Yeah, but my husband is totally fine.
He's okay.
He also have some girls friend, but not very close, just friend.
Okay.
Yeah, like the friends that grow up together, I don't mind of that.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for that, yeah.
No worry.
Okay, I think that's good. Okay, cheers. I'm here with, what's your names?
I'm Lila.
Lila.
I'm Nancy.
Nancy, where are you from then?
I'm from Taiwan.
I'm from Malaysia.
Malaysia, nice. Okay, so yeah, we're just asking girls. We've been interviewing quite a lot of girls, asking them their opinions on, social media and how they usually get attention from guys, you know. So, I guess you both use Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So how many, okay, we'll start with you. How many messages would you say you get from random guys on Instagram?
Every now and then, but I have a private account, so that's like not many people would like directly bombard me. But every now and then it would be like a couple of guys looking very scammy. But yeah.
Okay, it's private, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Fair enough.
Yeah. Same thing, private account.
Yeah.
So how many DMs would you say you get like on a weekly basis then?
Well, I'm not that popular, but probably maybe just once per month, I guess.
So it's like just like DM sliding into your DMs random.
Yeah.
In a week, one or two. I think it's simply because it's private, and I think that's also the point why it became private. And it's like weird just to simply curate those people.
Oh right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So do you kind of, would you say you enjoy the attention or not?
Not really. Those people are like, I don't know you. I don't like that like stranger hitting up. That's random.
Yeah. No, me personally, no, because it's a bit too random. Like it's the demographic, everything's just too random. So no.
Okay, fair enough. And like, how would you prefer to meet guys? Usually, like, do you kind of use the online? Are you using the dating apps?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a must do in modern days, even though I prefer, like, ideally in real life, if we can just, like, meet in a more, like, I don't know, natural
way,
or like introduced by friends, but I guess we'll have to go on dating.
Why do you think you have to now? Do you think guys, do you not get approached in real life much?
I think it's also because the fact that we're living in London, like it's huge, it's a huge city, people come and go, so it's a bit hard, especially after COVID as well. Like we don't really get to meet people face to face that much, so like all online dating is an easier way to like meet people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's also like the fact. One of the reasons.
Nice. So which apps are you using? Is it Tinder, Hinge, Bumble? Which ones is it?
At one point, to be honest, like I tried all kinds of dating apps, but then I find probably Hinge to be more like subtle and not so aggressive.
Aggressive? What do you mean by that?
Well, like on Tinder, people will be like all over you. But at Hinge, you can actually see people's personality through their answers and prompts. That's like, and usually people are not like straight up just one something casual. I guess Hinge is more just mild, like in my opinion. What about you?
Yeah, I use Bumble and Hinge. Never tried Tinder because there's a lot of like negative stigma around that.
Yes.
So yeah, Hinge and Bumble. Bumble simply because like women have more control over it. So
Yes.
I think even the guys that are on it are more, I don't know, like at least I have like
good motivation. It's not like they just want to hook up or whatever.
Do you think that's a bad motivation or?
Well, that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay,
so
fair
I'm
enough.
just looking
Yeah.
for people that has the same.
Yeah, no, it depends what you're. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how many matches do you get on Hinge? What do you say on like every week?
At
then?
one point, I was just because purely out of curiosity, I bought this like premium thing on Tinder to see how many matches I got.
Oh yeah,
And it turned out quite crazy. Like a month, I can get like 7,000.
7,000.
People who likes me, like not matches, but like me. But I also
Do you mean matches or liking you?
liking me, but
Oh, right.
but I guess I have a high standard. I've actually manually counted how many times I left swiped, and it was like 300 and
You counted them.
yeah, because I was so just depressed, like how bad the situation is, and I manually counted. It was more than 300 times that I left swipe people.
What 300 people you liked?
I
Oh,
You
disliked.
did dislike.
oh, you disliked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So not many matches, but a lot of likes.
But you said you had 7,000 matches, is that right?
7,000
Likes.
likes.
Oh, likes. And out of those likes, how many did you like?
Probably only like 10%. I don't even know if it's 10%. Probably less than that.
Fair
Quite a
enough.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and like, was it all kind of similar? Because we had some other girls saying the process is very tedious. They're getting the same messages.
It's always like, how are you doing? And then, and then what? And they'll be like, what's your number? And it's like, why would I give you my number without even like talking to me in like 2 sentences?
Yeah. But do you kind of like? Are you on Tinder still now? Do you like the attention? Right?
I deleted it. It's just like too much for me. It's overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what kind of avenue do you prefer? Meeting guys online or like real life? Like, what do you prefer?
Real life, definitely. Real life. I think there was a phase where online dating was a thing. Like I used to, I don't know, I tried to find dates on online dating, but there was like one point, and then I've been through that phase, and now it's just about like meeting offline connections.
Okay. And
There was no good prospect, so we're like, okay, let's
Yeah.
meet people offline.
how often would you two say you get approached like in real life, like on the street? How often do you like when you're going out of the house?
Well, okay, that's a bit hard to measure, but I don't know.
Do you get
about, like,
approached
going out.
often? Yeah.
Really depends. Not that often. Like it's not always like if I go out and then there's always someone approaching. But I mean, like as long there's normally someone approaching if you go out. If I go out on like a night out or going out to bars and clubs. But I
Okay.
mean, like if it's just like a small club, not really.
Yeah.
I dress up shitty if I go out.
What about you?
I mean, like in London, not so much. I guess I don't know because I'm quite used to like American West Coast kind of like small talks and everything, and I feel like people talk to me more in the U.S. than here, like in general. Not many people would approach me, I would say.
What about in Taiwan? Did the guys approach in the street?
I would just like try to not make any eye contact with people. I would just like walk in. I don't
think
want
so.
that.
What about you then? Do you have a type, you two? Are you more into like Asian guys or white guys? What's your type?
Mix. It's a mix for me.
Yeah.
All right, fair
Somebody's
enough.
like similar background where like we do, like more international and stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be a certain like appearance wise, right?
It's a mix for me.
Yeah, same.
Is there any other questions, Ed? I missed.
No, it should be alright.
Huh?
No, it's good, it's good.
That's it, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's it, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks
What's
very
your
much.
channel's name? We might as well check out.
Yeah,
Hi, my name is Kitty Vanderpoel.
very interesting name. Yeah, so we're just asking girls their opinion on like social media, online dating and stuff. So yeah, how do you normally do you have Instagram, right?
I do have Instagram.
Yeah, so how much, how many, do you get like random guys messaging you on Instagram? What do you say often?
Daily. Yeah, I'd say
Day-
a few times a day.
A few times a day. And they just come into your DMs, yeah.
I would say it's usually, if I post a story, then they'll like it. Some people will say, hey, hi. And a lot of the time it's the same people over and over again until you say hello back.
Oh, right, fair enough. So, do you enjoy the kind of like, I don't know, on a weekly basis, how many DMs do you think you get from random guys? And
I clear my inbox on Friday and I get about 99 a week.
99 a week, okay.
Yeah.
And would you say you enjoy this attention, or you don't really like it?
Absolutely, otherwise I wouldn't have Instagram.
Okay, so you like the attention. Okay. So yeah, like, how do you normally meet guys, and is it in real life or through online dating?
So I'm married, so I don't meet guys from the internet ever.
Oh, okay.
But I would say if I wanted to, it would be easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but what would you prefer then, real life or online? If you could, like, which
I
avenue?
would definitely say real life because there's just so many choices online, and so you always feel as if that person is speaking to a lot of other people as well because you know what you're doing. So.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, so your husband, like, he knows you're getting all these messages every week and stuff?
Oh yeah, sometimes you laugh about them together. It's really funny, yeah.
So you're an influencer, it sounds like, maybe, yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I'm an influencer, I just have a fair amount of followers.
Okay, nice. And how often do you sort of get approached in London? Like, yeah, like when you're going down the street, do you get, like, how often do you get chatted up then?
A lot. I think I'm a pretty girl, so I think, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Why did you choose me?
Huh? Oh, we're just doing interviews with, like,
So just
lots
random. It could have been anyone.
Yeah. I mean,
You specifically.
No.
You're going to give an amazing answer.
yeah. No, you look cool. Yeah. Any other questions? Because I think I might have. We can cut.
If she was not married, how would she prefer to meet guys? In what, like?
Oh yeah, if you weren't married, how would you prefer to meet guys? What avenue would you like?
I don't know because it would really depend on the type of guys you want to meet. So if you would like to meet somebody who is, you know, nice. If you want to meet like a celebrity or an athlete or something like that, it's much easier to do it on Instagram.
Yeah.
However, like in real life, you see people that you like and then you meet people. I think I'd prefer to meet someone, I don't know, the way I met my husband through a friend or at like a barbecue or something like that.
Social circle, yeah. But what about if the social circle had guys you weren't really interested in? What would you do then?
What would I do then? I would increase my social circle.
Okay, increase your social
Be
circle.
from the same social class as me.
Which is what?
I don't know. What
Like
do you
kind of
think?
middle class-ish.
Posh, middle class, I don't know.
Posh.
He has to be educated, and he has to be. I was going to say loyal, but
So you don't care if the guy's loyal or
Guys are sleeping around as well.
if he's sleeping around, you don't care then.
so long as he loves me when we're together.
That's great.
All right, cool. So
Some
what I want to ask you guys is, first of all, like, how much male attention do you normally get, like, on average? And you can be completely honest, like, if it's a lot or a little bit, whatever.
I'd say, like, overtly it's decreased pretty coincidentally since the Me Too movement. With guys our age, it's definitely decreased overtly. However, with like older men, like sometimes like in their 60s, like people that could be over your dad's age, like they'll just be really inappropriate and be really overtly flirtatious. Like they don't really have much respect for, you know, to just kind of like leave us alone. Whereas I feel like since like with the generation on like social media and stuff, like men have been more like educated about how much our personal like privacy means to us, and I feel like there's definitely been like, you know, I've seen more like respect, like they don't really bother you as much.
Okay, so that the younger generation of like your age and below, basically.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, what do you think?
I agree. I feel like it's usually the older men that show over attention and they catcall and they make it really awkward for us. I don't get it so much with younger guys, but in terms of how much attention I get, I think if I ever go out and I'm like, you know, sort of proper going on a night out and like I made effort into my appearance, I usually get it. But sometimes it's not so that, it's more like people will just look and say, hey, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like you're talking mainly about like real life attention, but do you get it like online as well? Like on like various apps and stuff?
Yes, and again, it's more so older men compared to youngers.
Even on the apps as well?
Apps is in social media.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, like Instagram. I only really use Instagram.
How many DMs do you get?
I was going to ask that. Right.
Personally, I get a lot.
Well, let me ask you, and then let me do a cut, and then. Okay, so like on Instagram, do you get like a lot of DMs from random guys?
I would say yes, but that's just because I'm a dancer, so I post like I post content where like I think guys would naturally pay attention to. So yeah.
Okay, so you get like a lot of guys like hitting you up and commenting on your posts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like that? And you can be completely honest.
No, to be honest, it's not like what I'm after. It's a bit tricky because when you're like an artist, you naturally want people to see your art. I always value women that comment on my, stuff. But in terms of like guys, not really. But it depends what they say. If they're proper making it flirty and maybe a bit inappropriate, then of course I don't really like it. But if they say a genuinely nice comment, like, oh, well done, or you're a really good dancer, then that's fine.
Cool.
I appreciate it
And
either how.
like, when you get like DMs from guys, do you appreciate that, or do you not really like it that much? Like, because I assume you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I guess I don't really like it because I ignore them anyway.
Right. And can you be completely honest and tell, like, on average, how many DMs would you say you get, like, on a daily or like weekly basis, roughly?
I get like every time I post a story, I'd get it. So like every other day, every 2 days.
You get maybe how many DMs, like 20, 50?
No, for each post, I'd say maybe 3, 4.
Okay, all right. But is it random guys hitting you up, or just like followers, or?
Well, I guess they are my followers.
Okay.
I wouldn't know who they are. I don't know where they're from.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What about you? Do you get a lot of, like, on your Instagram? Do you get like a lot of random guys DMing you and stuff like that?
I'd say with my Instagram, I'm not as active on it, and when I do post on Instagram, I'll try and post videos of me singing because I'm a singer, so
Right.
we like share that. The kind of like predicament where if someone does comment, it's like nice because you want people to notice and appreciate what you're doing, but then it's not nice when they're like creepy. But I'd say generally I don't really get any inappropriate messages, and not that.
So what kind of guys actually like DM you on Instagram?
I'd say mostly the inappropriate ones come from old men that are proposing for me to be a sugar baby.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're actually looking for a sugar baby, and
Yeah, I've had some say, to be honest, like most of them say, oh, I'll be your sugar daddy if you just talk to me on WhatsApp and like keep me company and stop me from being lonely.
Right.
But like weirdly enough as well, a lot of them already have multiple sugar babies, or they tell me that they've already got multiple sugar babies, and they're like, I'm happy with having one more, and would you like to be my last sugar baby? I'm like, no.
Yeah. And like, do you get like just random guys, but like they're just trying to like, for normal dating purposes? Do you ever get any like guys like hitting on you on the DMs?
Not, I wouldn't say strangers. Like sometimes people like that I used to know that maybe like when I was a teenager might try and say something, but
Yeah.
I won't open it.
Cool. So it's normally like guys from real life and then they're trying to connect with you like in
Yeah.
some way on Instagram.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Also, do you ever do you currently or like in the past have you used Tinder or any other dating apps?
After my last boyfriend,
Yeah.
when I was single, I did, but I have a boyfriend now, so.
Okay.
no.
And did you find it like really easy to get like a lot of matches with guys, or how did you find it?
The girls, like, it's actually crazy because I lived with a lot of guys in my third year of uni, and there was a period of like I think most of us were single, and we were all friends, and like we'd kind of like compare. And I think you came over, you had Tinder as well at some point.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like within like an hour or so, like girls generally it comes up with like 99 plus likes, but like it's not as common with the guys at all.
So like, did you find like when you're swiping, like almost every swipe was like a match or something like that?
Well,
I'd
no,
say
because
no
like
for
most of them you don't find attractive.
Right.
Yeah, you swipe no for most of them.
So like, how many would you say you swipe yes on Tinder?
Probably
Like on average?
1 in 10 to 15.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe more like 1
maybe
in 20.
even 20 or 25. Yeah.
And did you find like of those ones that you did swipe on, your odds were quite decent? Like some of the time they would actually like swipe on you as well, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. And one final thing. What do you think about like, for example, if a guy just kind of came up to you, like as you were walking down the street or something?
I think it's. Oh yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think it's really good. I think more people should do that. I think we live in such a like closed off society, you know, and even with like social media, when guys message you, they'll be inappropriate. But I think more guys should message girls that they actually have like good intentions with. But I don't think it's as common. I think it's always like a weird sort of message or a comment. But if there's a girl that you're interested in, I would genuinely urge all guys to just send a really nice message and also do the same in person. Because you just increase your chances, and you know, it might seem weird for some reason, but it really isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. That's good advice. Nice one. Can you get? So like, you know, like online and offline in real life. So basically I'll ask you some questions.
I'm 18 already.
You are dating?
I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years now.
Oh, okay. What about before that?
I used to live in a different country. Are you just talking about about England or
Just
the
in
world
general. Yeah, the world in general. Yeah.
Okay.
Because like, whereabouts are you from originally? Did you say Morocco?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So like, maybe over there it's a bit like more conservative. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in certain parts, but I used to go to an American university and it was like campus life.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you're talking about like Tinder and
Yeah. Tinder, Instagram, all of that stuff. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So like, okay. So for you, how much like male attention would you say you get like online? So that can be stuff like Instagram, Tinder, dating apps, whatever.
Yeah, I would say on Instagram, I'm mostly active on Instagram, so most likes would come from men in general. Comments as well. And I don't know about the intention. These are like friends and people I went to uni with.
What about like not friends, just random people? Do you ever get that?
It would be like friends of my friends.
Okay.
We don't really know each other. But otherwise they won't be in my Instagram in the first place if I don't know them well enough.
Do you get like random DMs off random guys?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I do. On Facebook especially, yeah. I got Facebook invites, DMs, let's connect, where do you live, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many would you say like roughly? Like on a weekly or daily basis?
I would say on Facebook like around 10 invites.
A day?
Just from men.
A day?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
and I just said that to my boyfriend the other day. I was like, how come I never get invites from women
Yeah.
at all? It would be cool
But
to connect.
so like when you say invite, is that like invite like a Facebook invite or
Yes.
is okay,
Facebook
cool.
invite. Some of them would also send a GM.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that because they would go to a spam folder, and one day I just opened it by coincidence, and I found a lot of DMs from men. It was really interesting to go through some of them.
Yeah.
Does your boyfriend let you have male friends or not? Or do you not?
He doesn't care. He's very chill.
Oh, he doesn't care.
No, like he trusts me, you know, so it's not a problem for
So
him.
you have male friends, right? A bit.
Yeah, from uni. They're like common friends. They are his friend as well.
So like that's basically just Facebook then. So like do you have Instagram?
Instagram as well, but I feel like on Instagram it's more controlled.
Yeah.
My profile is private, and I know who's looking at my pictures and stories. Whereas Facebook, I feel like it's a different word. I'm not
Okay.
on Tinder, so I can't really.
So like on Instagram, do you get like random DMs of guys?
Sometimes, but not as often as on Facebook.
Okay, and that's probably because you're on private on Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have only a few followers.
Yeah.
A lot of posts, so I actually I post a lot.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about like if like do you get much like male attention in real life? So like in real life situations, would you say?
Yes, especially when I travel. In England here, I feel like it's a bit different.
Yeah.
I would rarely get approached by a man, but someone would smile at me from a public place, would look at me. But when I travel, I would get sometimes some men will come to me and talk to me, but here never.
Okay. So which places do you travel where that happens?
That happens in Italy, I would say.
Okay.
South America.
Yeah.
Because I look like a Latina.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. But so here you don't really get many guys coming up to you saying hi, trying to get to know
I
you.
feel like it's more frowned upon here.
Okay.
Yeah, in the culture.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't want to be labeled as sexual harassment or something like that. In Morocco, I get that a lot.
So like if you a guy in London come up to you to try and like chat you up like while you're walking on a street or something.
Yes.
Did you think it was
It
weird?
was in a park actually.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
You're not
nice.
talking about this.
No, actually it was in Fitzbury Park in London.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was a sweet guy. He came to me, talked to me. I just said politely, I'm already with someone.
Yeah, but he was cool. He was polite and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Cool. But yeah, that
He
was.
was like, what can we be friends?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. That was good answers. That was really insightful. That was good.
So.
What I want to ask you is like, how do you like normally meet guys? Would you say, like, is it normally online or real life, or what kind of like avenue would you say?
What do you mean by like meet though?
So like, if, in the context of dating, I don't know if you're already in like a relationship or not, but
I mean, I'm single, but I don't date really. So when you say meet, does that just mean like, guy, how do you guys hit on you?
yeah.
I guess like in real life, and I do have the apps. I mean, like, but that's how. If you're on the apps, like, I guess I don't meet guys. I don't date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you two? Or
Yeah, I mean, most work or like apps, yeah.
okay. So like, when you say work, it's like colleagues, right? Or like.
Yeah, it will be like colleagues.
Okay. And do you mind me asking like whereabouts do you work? Like what is it, like an office or?
Yeah, it's in an office.
Okay. Have you ever had like a previous relationship where it's been like you've met in like in an office environment?
No, you know.
Not really. Okay.
No.
Because a lot of people, they think about that where it's like, okay, yeah, it'd be cool to meet someone in the office or something, but then it's like, oh, but if it goes badly, then it's going to be really awkward because you're still going to be in contact with them, kind of thing.
That's
But
true.
yeah, have you ever kind of thought about that or?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I know of a lot of parents who made this one.
Yeah.
Like my parents made this one.
Oh, in the workplace.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And like, what about like, for example, like Instagram? Do you guys have Instagram? Yeah. Do you get like a lot of people like hitting you up on there, or and random people just like trying to slide in the DMs and that kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty regularly. Yeah. Like every day.
Yeah. Do you find it like do you like it, or do you find it kind of weird, or is it like, is it cool, or what do you think about it?
I mean, if it was someone I was interested in, like, it's like fine. Like, that's never happened. I mean, I guess like some people will find me off an app as well, and like we'll just like slide in. I mean, it's like, it's just like expected. I mean, like if you're on Instagram, I guess it'll happen.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you two?
I'm not very active, so it doesn't happen to me.
Okay. So like you're not really active on your Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What about like dating apps, Tinder, stuff like that?
I'm not very active as well.
Okay. So you're more like not so big on online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So like, do you get many, so say, guys coming up to you in real life or anything like that?
I don't find this happening often. I mean,
Okay.
no.
Not so much in London?
Yeah, no. I
Okay.
feel like it happens to me more often in Poland.
Oh, in Poland?
In my
Oh,
home
okay.
country.
Okay, cool. What about you? Do you find that you get a lot of attention like in real life, or?
Yeah, actually. I feel like maybe because you're like more reserved or like quiet or like you have like more introverted energy maybe. But yeah, like I feel like whenever I like go out and about, that does happen. Yeah.
Like on a night out or something?
Yeah, even like walking through like the common by my place, or like on public transport. Yeah, just yeah, people will like come up and say hello or something. Or
Cool.
just, like,
So like, what would you say you prefer, like overall, as your preferred method of like meeting someone?
it would be cool to meet someone in person. I've been more open to that lately because like the apps are tedious and it's like a lot of like, you know, you have to navigating, going through, swiping. It's like a lot of time, and if you meet someone in person, you can tell right away if you're actually attracted to them.
Cool.
So I'm becoming a lot more open to that actually.
Cool. All right. Cool. And what about you? How would you prefer?
Yeah, I feel like mutual interest, like meeting them, like when you do something that you like.
Like an activity, like,
yeah, like
something.
activity,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay. Cool. What about you? How would you?
I guess when I go up to girls, it's more just like talking to them, getting to know them before I actually say I'm interested in them. Because I think a lot of guys, they say they're interested in girls way before they actually get to know them, and then they kind of do a U-turn on it. And I think that attitude kind of needs to change.
Yeah. So like maybe they're kind of like focusing too much on the looks at the beginning, without actually getting to know them too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be anyone.
Cool. So like in your case, how would you prefer to, like, you know, what kind of avenue would you prefer to meet a girl, for example? Would it be just walking down the street? Would it be in a club, or would it be online? Or
I think it's quite hard to get to know girls in real life these days. So a lot of times I have met girls that has been online, but I would love to meet a girl in person and get to know them. Like, but it's, as you say, like work environment, that tends to happen a lot more these days than just like on the street or at an event or whatever. Because you get more of an opportunity at work.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, that was really good. I think that's it, really. Yeah, that was some good answers. Really good. Nice. Cool. Interesting responses. So like some of them said that they get quite a lot of like DMs or like guys commenting on their pictures or whatever on Instagram, and that they generally, the general consensus is that they do prefer to meet guys in real life. So like just because it kind of makes you stand out a bit more, and it feels like more like natural. You can actually find out about the person and everything like that. So you know, the girls actually want you to come up to them and actually approach them and actually have a conversation. Obviously not every girl is going to be available, you know, whatever, but you know, girls in general, especially if they're single, they want to meet guys and they want you to come up and speak to them, as long as you're cool and you're calibrated and and you've got stuff to say, basically. So you should be doing this if you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ed's right. A lot of the girls were kind of very positive, open-minded. You know, they actually want guys to come up in real life and meet them, and they find online overwhelming. They got too many, you know, they kind of lost interest in it because, you know, a lot of the guys on there are creepy and they've got too much choice. So they actually say most guys these days don't even approach, and they wish they did. So
it was interesting what that one girl said as well about online dating, which is that it's the case of like, from a girl's perspective, she's having the same conversation over and over again, with different guys, and it just becomes tedious and she loses interest. So you know, even though it's really easy for girls to get matches on online dating, it's still an extremely tedious process for them as well, because of the fact that they're just having these same boring, bland conversations over and over and over again. And it's actually very rare that they actually meet someone who is actually having interesting and engaging conversations online.
100%. Yeah.
And even if, like in real life, you approach them, and even if your conversation isn't that exciting or interesting, that still sets you
way apart.
Guys, you know, who aren't doing it essentially.